With such understanding that we have developed thus far regarding the mathematical reading and mathematical writing, I would strongly encourage the students to explore for some nice blogs and easy reads that would make your understanding even better. Here, we revert back to the same discussion we were making when we made a strategy to translate and go to and fro between quality of experience and the parameterized quality of service at each of the layers of the TCP/IP stack. In this module, we shall start with the most important point of quality of experience, that is usability. We shall discuss what is usability, some well-known usability expressions, and the connotations or the conclusions, the inferences that we will draw from usability, which would have a direct impact on the network model we are trying to make. Remember that we are making a network model starting from the top, which we want to simulate. Everything that we work for is related to humans. So I put it this way, that everything starts with you. Usability is formally defined as the ease of use of any system, in particular network, which helps them to access the network, data, and services. Considerations both including ergonomic and technological facilitation are considered here. The end job is that a system is highly usable if it makes the user's experience very comfortable. While designing a network, there are some design decisions which are detrimental to the usability of the system. For example, making a network overly secure and forcing the users to every time go through the authentication and authorization process makes the network uncomfortable to work in. On a friendly note, there are some design choices which makes the network use easier. For example, who would not like to prefer Wi-Fi hotspot over Ethernet cable if you go to, say, a campus or to an office environment? Similarly, configuring the IP addresses manually is a painstaking job. So using a dynamic host configuration protocol makes the usability very high. There is a paper which was published by Sanjay Kumar Gupta in International Journal of Computer Technology and Applications. It is titled Usability Model. Usability models based on network artifacts for rural development. Here, the author defines usability as ease of use by a variable u sub b. It is dependent upon the effort that it takes to use a certain system, represented by u sub e. And naturally, in this paper he defines that an inverse relationship exists between u sub b and u sub e. In this paper, the author goes on to define different kinds of usability expressions. For the sake of relevance and brevity, I've chosen these two equations. The equation above actually shows the usability expression of the network access devices. These network access devices could be a hub, a switch, a bridge, a router, or a gateway. without going into the nitty-gritties, the author keeps it fairly simple that a linear relationship may exist for the sake of convenience between all of these individual usability values, which when added together result into the usability expression for the whole network. The lower expression that you see here is actually the overall aggregation of the usabilities of all the networks within, let's say, a large campus network or an enterprise network. From these expressions, we see that there is a connotation that establishes a relationship between the usability expression and the overall performance of the devices which are used to perform the task for a certain network. So, we can conclude by saying that the usability at the user-centric level has a direct implication on how the other layers are performing. When the other layers are not doing their job, we're not going to get a high usability.